Hello and welcome to this guided yoga Nidra practice. This practice has been requested by a subscriber to this channel, and it only fills my heart to expand this space from your desires. So if any of you have any guidance you would like to receive through Yoga Nidra, perhaps any spaces that you feel could help you through this time in your life, always subscribe and comment after these meditations, and I will only be delighted to honor your requests. My name is Elizabeth, and I invite you to find yourself a cozy space to land into a place of relaxation. Ideally in Shavasana, lying down, either on the bed or the floor beneath you. But if only a chair or a seated pose is available, that is welcome. But just allow yourself to really get comfortable and held. So any cushions or blankets, any props that might support the lower back, underneath the knees, maybe the head and shoulders. Really do make those extra moments of effort to create your sacred Nidra space. This Nidra is specifically for those of you who are being called to connect deeper with your own intuition. Our intuition is a connection beyond this physical. It's a connection with our higher self, a deep divine connection with our soul and our highest calling. And because this connection is beyond time and space and moves through many multi-dimensional layers, sometimes the logical mind can really question what our higher self or our intuition is guiding us to. At times, intuition can almost seem confusing or perhaps difficult to understand. But with consistent practice, connecting with intuition and really opening up to the trust and faith within us of our deep wisdoms and callings, we can only enhance those communications with that deepest part of ourself, and therefore create more abundant, joyous, wholesome, harmonious lives, because our choices will only come from that place of love and divine connection, higher self within us. So before we even begin, start to invite that sense of trust into this practice. Let's begin our journey with trust before we even start to move through the layers of self. As you close down the eyes, perhaps even bringing an eye mask onto the eyes to really invite that comfort of the darkness behind the eyes. Let's anchor ourselves into this now moment. Whether your day is about to begin or you are resting at the end of a day, let's just dissolve everything outside of us for this moment and really invite a space of self-awareness into the now. If there's anything happening within your life, just place it on the shelf and know that it's always there to return to if you wish after this sacred healing and connection. Yoga Nidra is such an ancient practice, yet in the modern world it has become such an incredible therapeutic treatment to so many elements of the mind. And therefore, as we combine its ancient wisdoms and yet its science we can really invite this practice to help us connect to those deeper spaces within, our own deepest wisdoms, and our own inner science of truth. Starting to unwind the physical body lying here, grounded and held by the earth beneath you and by the comfort of my voice. The back of the head, the forehead, the brows, the back of the shoulders, the shoulder blades, the elbows, the back of the palms, all starting to relax into meditation. Your hips, glutes, back of the calves, back of the heels, starting to unwind from life around you. And let's start that journey of trust with the breath. Just noticing your natural breath in this moment. Its intelligence to simply breathe you. Perhaps this is the first moment that you have acknowledged your breath today, which only clarifies its intelligence for doing what it needs to do without even your thoughts being part of its process. The inhale and the exhale, naturally guiding that prana life force energy throughout your day. As we birth that trust through the breath, let's welcome this breath as an opportunity to start calming the nervous system and quietening the thoughts within the mind. We will take a breath called the physiological sigh. It's a breath that really does invite a sense of deep calm into the nervous system. On the inhale, I invite you to breathe through the nose twice. And then once through the mouth on the exhale. Let's take that breath a few more times, inhaling twice. And exhale. Inhale. And exhaling. Let's take 2 more of those breaths to inhale. Allowing that final exhalation to fall back into the natural rhythm of your resting breath. Acknowledging your breath and really embodying its intelligence and the trust that you have in your breath every day to keep this life breathing, to keep this heart beating, to keep every cell in your body thriving. The power of the breath, simply doing what it needs to do so naturally. Invite that trust into your practice now. Our intuition is a place that really sits within the seat of the soul. And trust, faith, is such a part of our connection with intuition. Our mind can sometimes really jeopardize the trust in this intuition. So I really invite you to start quietening the thoughts by focusing on this breath. Every time the thoughts arrive to drift you elsewhere, acknowledge that and use the breath as an opportunity to anchor you back into the body, into this now moment. And the thoughts will come and go, so welcome them. As they arrive, simply forgiving them and letting them go. Like clouds passing in a vast sky, you will eventually become the witness to your thoughts, without any attachment to creating any stories from those thoughts. Take a moment now to almost imagine the mind unwinding. Just like any muscle, resting and relaxing fully. The mind needs as much rest than any other muscle within the body. Give it permission in this moment to do so, because behind that mind sits the most incredible connection with your own inner self, your own inner wisdoms, and your own inner guidance. When we feel fully connected with ourself, we can really embody the trust of our own inner teachings. And the more we practice this, the more we will naturally make our choices from that space. When we connect to nature and the elementals, we also bring that embodiment of trust into our life. So this Yoga Nidra practice is that perfect space to begin this journey with self-trust, creating the deepest connection with your highest intuitions. Feeling already more rested, let's take the awareness to the center of the mind's eye, sat behind the brows, the space where we will tap into that present awareness. The mind's eye, the third eye, where our true connection sits to that higher self and that deep intuition. As your awareness sits here, start to notice a purple glow opening up in this space. Perhaps it's a speck of purple energy. As your awareness sits upon it, it becomes more and more apparent in this space. And as the glow emits, we start to activate the chakra, activating our intuition and our higher self. Allowing this purple energy to just slowly circle through the mind, almost like a merry-go-round, clearing the thoughts, clearing the internal chatter and noise of the mind, and leaving behind nothing but expansion and space for that clarity to start to appear. Taking that purple glow, draw that energy down into the center of your heart, the home of trust, the home of all of the trust within you. As this purple energy starts to warm through the center of your heart, you feel its radiance start to emanate, almost feeling that warmth of the purple glow beyond the physical body and the heart center. And as the natural breath allows this glow to rise and fall in the center of your chest, you feel this connection with your heart start to deepen. Your heart is simply the physical form of trust within you. So simply connecting with your heart is already beginning your journey with trust, because your heart is connected to all things divine and all things that are nature around you and within you. The frequency of love, always emanating, always holding that connection with everything that meets its frequency. Taking this moment to really warm into your own heart center, we will invite a sankalpa, your prayer offering to this moment, your intention for this practice. You may already be working with a sankalpa of trust or connection with intuition, but if you would like to call in one of the following: I trust in the intelligence of life, and the more trust I have, the more trust I will have with myself. I trust in the intelligence of life, and the more trust I have, the more trust I will have within myself. Or, I deeply trust my highest self and my intuition, and I am open to receive all wisdoms. I am deeply connected to my higher self and my intuition, and I am open to receive all wisdoms. Repeating your sankalpa mentally 3 times. Allowing your sankalpa to be heard by your highest self. Bring that awareness now back to the purple glow within your heart. And on the next breath in, let's draw that energy back to the center of the mind's eye. As we start our journey towards the home of our intuition, we begin a rotation of consciousness. As we move through this body scan, I invite you to welcome this purple glow at each point. With each point that we sit the awareness upon, invite trust into that space. As we physically connect to the body and the trust that we have within our body, we will start to open to its intelligence of trust within ourselves, activating our intuition within the physical body. Taking that purple glow from the center of the mind's eye, its vibrancy so apparent and so welcome. Taking that down, taking it down towards the tip of the tongue, the back of the tongue, inside of the mouth, the right cheek, and the left cheek, the tip of the nose, the right eye, and all of the visual cortex and tissues behind that right eye, emanating this beautiful purple glow. Left eye, and all of the visual cortex and tissues of the left eye. Back of the head, the center of the pineal gland, activating that connection with our higher self. Back of the neck, center of the throat, this purple light energy, point to point, opening that trust within us. Right collarbone, right shoulder, front of the upper arm, elbow, front of the forearm, wrist, of the right thumb, first finger, second, third, fourth, back of the hand and center of the palm, almost as if you are holding a ball of purple light in the center of your palm. Back of the wrist, back of the forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, right side of the chest, right side of the rib cage, waist, center of the hip joint, inside of the right thigh, knee, shin, ankle, top of the foot, big toe, second, third, fourth, and baby toe. Sole of the foot, the purple glow, point to point, illuminating the body, activating the intuition through the entire body. Back of the heel, ankle, calf, knee, back of the thigh, glute, hip joint, the whole of the right side body now illuminated with purple light energy. The divine purple energy of connection to your higher self. Sensations of tingling throughout the right side body. Connected and activated. Center of the chest. Heart center. Purple light of energy. Left collarbone. Shoulder. Front of the upper arm. Elbow. Forearm. Wrist. Tip of the thumb. First finger. Second. Third. Fourth. Back of the hand. Center of the palm holding the ball of activated light frequency. Wrist, back of the forearm, elbow, back of the upper arm, shoulder, left side of the chest, left ribs, hip joint, inner thigh, knee, shin, ankle, top of the foot, big toe, second, third, fourth, baby toe, sole of the foot radiating purple light energy, back of the heel, ankle, calf, knee, back of the thigh, glute, hip socket, and the whole left side body illuminated. Purple light energy of divine connection emanating from the whole of the left side body. Tailbone, sacrum, the whole of the pelvic girdle, lower abdominals, belly center, the internal organs, the lower back, and the whole of the spinal column from the tailbone through to the neck. The left shoulder blade and the right shoulder blade touching the earth beneath you, illuminated with purple light. The upper internal organs, the heart center, the mind's eye, the heart center, the mind's eye, the heart center, the mind's eye, the heart center. For a moment, allow the heart center to hold you safely in a space of trust. Feel its intelligence, just like the breath beating you so naturally. There is nothing you need to do. It's effortless intelligence, so profound in its existence of keeping this life living, this breath breathing. Trust in its intelligence and allow that trust you have for your heart and your breath, the lungs as the wings of the heart in this moment, this opportunity to really understand and feel the essence of trust within you. Trillions and trillions of cells within you activated with this purple light frequency, trusting that the body in this moment knows exactly what it needs to do to activate so deeply all of the wisdoms and all of the teachings that you hold. For everything that you seek is not outside of you. Everything that you seek is here in this moment within you. Take a moment to imagine what it would feel like if you could fully trust this intelligence and seek wisdom at any moment you had a question to ask, or a choice to make, a decision to be made, that you knew the answers because they were always inside of you. Feel this moment of trust. And as you sit with this sensation of the heart, return back to the natural rhythm of the breath, effortless as you allow it to breathe you. Just as the sun knows when to rise and the sun knows when to set, when the ocean knows when to pull back and the ocean knows when to come to shore, like the birds waking for a dawn of a new day or settling into the evening sun, their natural rhythm, fully from trust and the intelligence of life. Allow yourself to feel that within this breath. And as you breathe, notice how on the inhale, the illumination of the purple light radiates even brighter within you and around you. And as you naturally exhale, how that quietens into almost a sense of darkness. One moment being fully illuminated with purple healing light, and the next moment breathing out into nothing but stillness and darkness, feeling the sensation of opposites. The light energy, so bright, filling the room around you, and yet the exhale offering the comfort of the darkness, the emptiness and the void. One moment, the light is so apparent and strong, and the next, the darkness is offering a space of comfort and deep trust. And as you sense these opposites, simultaneously feel both of them at the same time, the lightness and the darkness within you, simultaneously in this moment, for without one, the other cannot exist. That yin and yang within us, that divine masculine and feminine within us, and that connection to both offers that connection to our deepest inner space within. You let that sensation fade. You return your awareness back to the center of the mind's eye, where nothing but a vast purple void awaits you, like a horizon above a vast ocean or an open sky, open cloudless sky or a starless sky at night. The purple energy just emanates beyond the boundaries of the body now. Bring your awareness into a witness consciousness through all multi-dimensional layers of yourself. You embody this moment to be simple, present awareness. No thought, just being here as this divine purple light. This is the light of your intuition, and you trust this moment fully. Beyond any thought, this connection offering you to activate your connection with your intuition in this moment. Not even questioning what comes through. Even if the logical mind at times can't understand it, you know over time it will make sense. And as you take a moment in this purple space, you sense, feel, or imagine a beautiful place in nature. Perhaps a place you have once been to, or a place that you have seen and only desire to go to. And you feel your bare feet on the ground beneath you as you look down and see your toes grounded on that earth, holding you, her divine wisdoms and her intelligence starting to touch the surface of the feet beneath you. And as you lift your gaze, you look around and you see the beauty of nature around you. The birds singing a harmonious song as the trees move through the breeze as if they are dancing to that sound. And as you look up, the sun is shining golden, radiating his glow, the warmth on your skin so apparent, the divine mother beneath you and the divine father above you. The connection to all of you in this moment. Nature surrounding you. You start to walk along a path that has opened up for you. Taking your time as you just absorb the beauty of the nature around you. The sound so familiar. It's like you are remembering. You're remembering so much magnificence within you. And as you walk through this path, feeling the breeze on your skin, the warmth of the sun, your breath breathing you, the sensations of touch of the earth beneath you, the sweetness of flowers in the air, all of this space, the ether around you, all the elementals opening up to you. You notice at the end of the path a beautiful stream of water, a crystal clear brook, where you take a moment to approach before you take a seat at the edge of the brook. The water is so clear that you can see the rocks and the tiny fishes within the water. You can see The earth, the base of this brook, the water is so transparent. Its clarity so apparent. And you take a moment just to dip the tip of your fingers into the stream, trickling water. Its sound so calming and so tranquil. And as you glance into this crystal clear water, the reflection of the sun glistening through its droplets, you start to see a bright white light emanating from this space. The water's reflection of the sun opening this incredible light that is so bright, it's almost blinding in its strength and power as it illuminates you fully with its field of incredible white light. You realize this is the light of your highest self, reflecting off of the water. This is who you are beyond all of the physical and all of the thoughts. This is your true divine bliss state. And as you allow this light to cover every cell of your body, you simply close your eyes and listen. And this place of listening becomes a place of remembering. And now that you have found it within you, you know that any time you can come here and return and listen. And all of your questions will be answered. And you will find the questions to all the answers you already have. You smile because you have found home, and this is your homecoming. You know that now you have found this place within you, it is always there to return to. You just simply have to give it that space and that moment to sit down and listen truly. You take a moment to thank the healing waters, the knowing that as you are made up of 70% water, it is always within you with this clarity and intelligence. You gather yourself and start to walk away from the brook towards the path that guided you to this sacred space within you. Thanking Father Sun above you and Mother Earth beneath you, knowing that they are part of you and you are part of them, and all of the nature that surrounds you and its beauty is always within you. As you slowly allow this imagery to fade, you again return to the purple light in the center of the mind's eye, slowly bringing that awareness to the center of your heart. And in this moment, you repeat your Sankalpa 3 times mentally. The seed has been planted at the altar of your heart, and you feel yourself rested here again on the earth beneath you, again witnessing the breath in its natural rhythm. Let's invite a nice deep breath in through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. Again, inhale. Exhale. One more breath in. And slowly exhaling. Anchoring yourself fully into your rested body now. Mentally visualizing the room around you, and perhaps just touching each finger to the tip of your thumb, just to bring that sense of touch back into the body. Wiggling the toes and feeling movement and life force within you. But take a moment here. Take a moment to fully acknowledge and be in gratitude that you have deeply connected with your own intuition and your own inner wisdoms. Perhaps make a commitment to yourself every day. You will just take a few minutes to sit down and close your eyes. Take some breaths and simply guide yourself to this space of stillness within you and start to listen within. For it's that moment of listening beyond thought and that moment of deeply trusting and bringing faith into your life that you will find the answers that are truly from the space of your highest self. Take your time here to return to the waking world. And I am so excited to hear where this Nidra will take you. For when we start to make these decisions from these spaces within us, life will become a very beautiful place to be. We will no longer doubt anymore the choices that we make, and our trust within us will be at the deepest it can be. If you fully enjoyed this Nidra, I invite you to subscribe to my channel, like this video, and please leave a comment. I am so excited to bring you so much into this space. And if you are new to my channel, welcome. For those of you returning, thank you so much for your support. I invite you to share these Nidras with friends and loved ones, for your love and support only gives me the energy and inspiration to continue sharing this practice that has only been a true medicine to my journey. Blessings, dear souls, and I shall see you and speak to you soon. Namaste.